Hello, Algebra 1 class, this is Miss Odell. Today we're going to be starting lesson 4.4, which is solving linear inequalities. This is coming from your textbook pages 135 to 137. All right, so if you will look with me on page 135, as we work through some of these and talk through some of these, you will notice that at the very bottom, it says steps or solving linear inequalities in one variable. Really, these are two-step inequalities that we're going to be solving. So it asks you to simplify both sides of the inequality. And to do so, you want to isolate the variable term using the addition property, which means you're going to bring over the whole number through its inverse operation to the other side. Then you're going to isolate the variable itself by using the multiplication property of inequality. And then we're going to graph the solution. We are not graphing the solution right now. So even on your assignment, we are not graphing. We're going to come back to graphing our solution. Okay. All right. So again, you're basically solving these equations or these inequalities just like you would an equation, with the exception that you will change your inequality sign if you are bringing over through multiplication or division a negative. All right, so let's practice some of these, okay? So let's say we have 2x plus 3 is less than 5, okay? Now, first thing I want to do is I want to bring over my whole number here through its inverse operation, which would be the opposite of plus 3 would be minus 3. Okay? So that's going to cancel, and then I'm going to have 2x is less than 5 minus 3 would be 2. Now, I'm going to bring over my 2 through its inverse operation, which the opposite of multiplication is division. So let's divide both sides by 2. That cancels. X is less than 1. Now, you want to notice that if I had brought this 2 over through a negative, then you would switch your inequality sign. But we didn't because it was positive. All right, let's do here. So let's say we have a negative 5x plus 1 is less than or equal to 16. Remember, you're always going to deal with the whole number, the number without the variable first, which is speaking of this here. Then you're going to deal with this second. Okay? Now, what's the opposite of plus 1 would be minus 1. So negative 5x, that cancels, is less than or equal to 16 minus 1 is 15. Notice what we have here, guys. A negative. I'm going to be bringing that negative 5 over through its inverse operation, which would be division. So we're going to divide both sides by negative 5. Now, this is when I'm going to switch. I'm going to reverse my operation here because I'm dividing by a negative. So x changes to greater than or equal to a negative 3, because 15 divided by a negative 5 would be 3, and this would be your answer. Okay? You would be wrong if you did not switch the inequality sign. Okay? Let's do a few more together. In this case, let's say we have 3 times x minus 1 plus 2 is greater than 5. Now, if you will look at this, you know you have an extra step here, and that is using your distributive property. Okay? So 3 times x is 3x minus 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2 is greater than 5. Now, I need to combine my like terms here, which would be a negative 3 and a positive 2. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this. So negative 3 plus positive 2 is what? Negative 1 greater than 5. Now I'm going to bring over my negative 1 through its inverse operation. So I would add 1. I have 3x greater than 6. Divide by 3, divide by 3. X is greater than 2. Okay? All right, let's do a few more here together before I set you loose to do some of these on your own, okay? All right, so you're going to be doing 1 through, okay. So let's say that we have, all right, so we have 2/3 x minus 4 is greater than 2. Now, my goal here is I've got to move this negative 4 over through its inverse operation. Okay, so 2/3 x. The opposite of minus 4 would be plus 4, which this cancels. Greater than 2 plus 4 is 6. Now, notice here that I have 2/3 x. That's the same as multiplying. So my inverse operation would be through division. So I'm going to bring this over through division. And when I do that, that cancels. So I have x is greater than 6 divided by 2/3. Now, let's go over here and simplify this. So if I have 6 over 1, remember my method, KFC, keep the first fraction, flip the second, and change to multiplication. Now, I'm going to do some cancellation here, or you can even do 3, 6, 18 divided by 2. 18 divided by 2 is what? 9. So x is greater than 9. All right? Now, your assignment is going to be on page 137. You're going to do 1 through 10 all. And let me do one more with you before I let you loose. All right? Let's do, let's say we have negative 4x plus 1 greater than 17. Okay? All right, so this works out. I just made this up. So first thing we want to do is we want to subtract 1 from both sides. And negative 4x, that cancels, is greater than 16. Now, notice I'm going to bring over my 4x, negative 4x, through, because I'm bringing over a negative 4x, I'm going to switch my sign. Remember, reverse your sign. Negative 4 divided by negative 4. That cancels. X, I'm going to switch my sign, and my answer is a negative 4. Okay? You guys know how to get in touch with me. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day, guys.